Well, we're live, and hopefully this doesn't, you know, drop because our internet could be dropping pretty soon. Who knows? It's kind of late, but my good old friend Christian. Oh, shoot. What's his name? I know his name. It's too late to do this. Christian. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna come to me later on. We got one person here. Can I, see who that is? Uh, you know what? Oh, look, it's Michaela. Hey, Michaela. I wish this was better. Okay. Well, I were better, cause this is good. And we have Brian here as well. Thank you guys for coming. So I just had so Christian reached out to me, and he did Facebook Lives for a little while, and he's just kind of like, Dallin, you should do Facebook Live. It'll change your life. And I'm like, yeah. And I was just kind of thinking about it. I was like, well, what could I talk about? And I was like, I had some cool ideas come to mind, so I thought I'd share them with you. And I hope they're enjoyable and helpful. And these are my 3 tips for succeeding in high school. Just things I wish I'd done more in high school, things I've learned to do in college, and just in middle school would have been helpful, elementary school would have been helpful, although I probably wouldn't have been as mindful to do these 3 things. But anyway, I hope you'll enjoy them, and definitely leave your comments below. I'm just using this on my phone, and maybe we'll do this again, I don't know. So far we already have a couple people. Anyway, thank you guys for coming, Brian and Michaela and Brandon. You guys are all awesome. So the first thing is to find out why your school is awesome. So when I was in high school, I liked it, it was good, but I wish I had found out more about the school, like the history, different things like that. When I went to school at BYU Idaho over in Rexburg, I spent the first 2 weeks just asking people, like, hey, what do you love about Rexburg? Where to go in Rexburg? What do you love about BYU Idaho? And people would tell me, and I'd ask how they succeed, what helped them the most, and these things really helped me really get a good grasp, a really good beginning for my college experience. And since then, I've found my own things that I can add to that list that are super cool, and my battery is low, so we got to move on. But definitely do that. And this, of course, applies to other stuff. The second one is to compliment other people. So later on in my high school career, I found out just a little bit more about the worth of my soul in God's eyes and also in other people's eyes. And oh, hey, Jordan and Matt. Thanks, guys, for coming. I remember playing basketball. I remember me and Jordan played basketball a couple times during lunch, and it was always a good time playing basketball with him, and just recognizing that time and just those little compliments, they go such a long way. And I think back to some of the times people said stuff to me that was really just awesome to hear, and I look back on those experiences with fondness. And today I was doing my gas, and I was walking by this lady who was doing her gas, and I was just like, hey, I just wanted to remind you that, you're a daughter of God. And she's like, thank you so much for telling me that, because sometimes we forget. And thanks, Jordan. I appreciate the comment. He just said, love you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Things are going really good, man. And Cameron's here. But, yeah, life gets hard, but there's things that are constant. There's things about you that are unforgettable, and there's people that, if you're really honest with somebody and kindly do it, you can really help lift up somebody and reach them. And the last thing is to do this for yourself. Compliment yourself. When I was in high school, I think I got into this little depression sort of state, and it's because I was listening to what other people were telling me. I'd play basketball like, oh man, you stink. Why are you even playing basketball? And I didn't think of all those times when I'd practice by myself, I make that crazy shot, and I was like, well, nobody was there to see that. I should have looked back on those things and just let it eat me up, instead of letting the other things eat me up that other people were telling me, So I got to this point at one point in high school where I just kind of was listening so much to what other people were saying, so I took it super critically, whether it was super good or super bad. And since I've gone to college and being back home, something that's helped me a lot is just one, thanking God for my blessings, of course, and just sometimes writing letters to myself like, hey, Dallin, you're doing a good job. Just keep it up, man. And yeah, just do little things for yourself. That always helps, of course. Just going the extra mile for yourself, because you never know. You never know what you'll become. I have a firm belief and knowledge for myself that God is aware of us and our potential, but we have to kind of take that first step, and we got to acknowledge what's already good about us and kind of move on from there. And like in high school, all those we're kind of blossoming, we're just getting started. I love the metaphor that like we're a caterpillar in elementary school, we're a cocoon in middle school, like, oh, please stay away from me. And then we're a butterfly in high school and college and whatnot. But you have to kind of spread your wings, you gotta fly, man. Like, and good old English teacher is watching now, and he was one who helped me spread those wings and fly. He, congratulated and praised my efforts, and also was very helpful in telling me how I could do better in my writing and other things, And Andrew and Chad, thank you guys. Hope these things have been helpful for you, and yeah, these are definitely things that have helped me grow and become a better person. And I wish I'd known it more in high school, just and like see, like I'm smiling, and there's times in high school like I was like, man, I can't smile. I had braces, and I was like, this will never end. But it's not true. I mean, there's the bad times. There's always an end to those, as long as you stay positive and make the most of what you got, because what you got is a lot. And even if you don't realize that, just making an inventory of those things and about yourself just can be a big self-esteem booster. So definitely do all those things. And even when you move on from college, take some time and write those things down. And I know it'll make a big difference for you. It's done that for me. And Jake, thank you for hopping in for this last little bit. You're awesome. And yeah, things have been going really good, and thankful for opportunities and the doors that have opened in my life. You are not aware of how many doors are actually open until you walk. You have to kind of take some steps, but there's a lot more doors open than you would probably think, because there's a lot of people that don't have the courage to take that first step. So, and one day, this will not change your life. It will not. But over time, it'll make a big difference. It's awesome to be able to do this over and over again for people. And it gets you out of your comfort zone. So, do those 3 things. 1, find out why your school's awesome. 2, compliment your friends and, just compliment other people, random people. Just saying hello. You're acknowledging their presence. Good, happy hello with a smile can go a long way for somebody. Really can. I can think of many times where a smile helped me get through a hard day. And the third one, of course, is just compliment yourself. You're awesome. You're going to keep being awesome, and, things are going to get better. You just make the most of the time that you have, and make the most of the talents you have, and just remember that you can always build on what you already have. You're not stuck. You can keep building. Alright, well, thank you guys for hopping in and sharing these thoughts with me in this time, and I'll probably do this again. So I'll see you then. Alright, bye. Thanks again for hopping in.